Hey, Preston, as you guys head into this post-game part or postseason part of the season, what do you think is the biggest strength of this defense that's going to help get you guys to that ultimate goal?
Playing fast and playing together. I think now that the guys we all have one common goal, and that's to make a lot of plays and do whatever it takes. Man, we're willing to sacrifice ourselves for each other to make a play and do whatever it takes for anybody to shine. We don't care who shines. We just go out there and try to play together, fast and physical, and make sure that we make plays as a defense as a whole and as individuals.
Dave Schrader.
Hey, Preston, is there anything strange that you find about playing in Detroit? Sometimes it feels like it's kind of a dead atmosphere to start games there, but it is a division rival, and there have been some slow starts for your team there over the years.
I don't know. It might just be the lighting in there. I just, we were just talking about it the other day. It's kind of gloomy in there. It's kind of like, the lights are not turned up as bright as they should be. I don't know if the guys changed, their field staff changed the lights around, or something like that. They need to brighten it up in there, bring some life to Detroit. But we look at the film from last year. We review, our last times playing there. We know we got to come out and start hot, and we got to come out fast and play hard throughout the whole game. We know this is a Detroit team that plays hard throughout the game, and they're going to be trying to, beat us. And we're already prepared to go out there and win this game.
Steve McGargy.
You muted, Steve.
I'm just wondering with Antonio Brown's comments and his attorney's comments from the last 24 hours that the Bucks wanted him to play while injured. We're just trying to get perspective from players around the league. Have you ever felt pressure from coaches or teammates at any point in your career to play while injured?
I haven't felt any pressure. I can't speak for everybody. That's probably, situational or it's, different circumstances that permit that, where guys feel like they have pressure to play injured. I feel like, here they give us a chance to make that decision on our own and make sure because they want us at our best and they want us to produce at a high level. So if we're not able to produce at a high level, then they'll probably tell us that it's not best for us to play in.
Mike Clemens.
NFL's been around a long time. You're one of the first. You're the class of 17 regular season games. Have the veterans talked about how this is feeling in December, January?
No, we haven't talked about it. It's definitely different. It's definitely a different toll on the body because it feels like you played 16 games, even though I missed one this year, so this is going to be my 16th game this season. But it's definitely a longer haul. It basically feels the same. It just feel like you just had they just moved the preseason game to a regular season game. So it feels like the same length, but just one game counted more than a normal season, a normal previous seasons.
Ryan Wood.
Preston, we've talked about needing, the bounce back from last year and obviously why that was important to you. You seem to have done that. I mean, you're one sack away from double digits again. What do you think the biggest difference is for you this year to last year in terms of why you've been able to produce so much more, and how gratifying has that been to see the season you've been able to put together?
I just think it just comes down to being in a position to make plays. That's what it comes down to. This year, I've just been in a lot of positions to make some plays, and I've capitalized on those opportunities. We've got a lot of great guys around here who help put me in position to make plays, and I just go out there each and every week, try to do my best to produce for this team and go out there and make plays to help this defense out, and to do my best to produce for this team and help us play at a high level.
So you really think it's more about just the ops and maybe dropping less and rushing more as opposed to anything that you've done differently yourself?
Absolutely. I feel like I'm in position a lot more this year to make those plays, like I said before. And, I love Joe Barry, and Joe Barry, he knows our strengths, and he tries to put us in our best position to our strengths to, make sure that we produce at a high level with our strengths and to help the team out as best way as we can.
Steve, go ahead.
You talk about Joe Barry, and you've talked about him in the past, how much you liked playing for him in the previous stop as well. What is it about that relationship that kind of made it such a productive one between the two of you?
Just being Joe being a part of the guys that drafted me in Washington, and him being a part of the guys that know my ability, first seeing it firsthand from a rookie to now. I just think, playing for Joe and him being so transparent, him being easy to talk to, and him being able to just, adjust to us and we adjust to him, and that us to have a great working relationship from the players to him, from the player, and us to tell us what we see out there, and us to be able to adjust so easily, and for him to easily be able to adjust to us. it's a great relationship. You know, when they hired Joe, I knew it was a great hire, and I told these guys, you know, for them to have confidence early in him in the offseason, I told them, I said, you'll love playing for him. He's easy to get to, he's easy to talk to, and he understands, you know, really well, and he understands how we feel, and he'll really put us in position as long as we talk to him and let him know, you know, our stand on things.
Tom Silverstein.
Hey, Preston.
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
Good. You have a little bit of a financial incentive to get one more sack in this game. Are you going to pay off Mike Smith a little bit to make sure he keeps you in the game until then? But on a serious note, I mean, you put a lot on the line by doing what you did, and you're this close to, you know, pretty much making it. You must have had a lot of confidence in yourself to do that.
Yeah, man, I always had a lot of confidence, even in myself last year. I didn't think, you know, my season would have been how it was last year. And I knew I was going to have a way better season this year. So, you know, I just go out there each and every week preparing to make plays, no matter how, you know, however it may look at the end of the game. I always prepare to make plays at a high level and do what I can for the team. I don't pay attention to the incentive. That's why, I hire an agent and a team of guys to handle stuff like that, the off-the-field stuff, and I just worry about the on-the-field stuff. I know I expect to play at a high level and to make plays each and every game, regardless of the stats or whatever. I just try to do what I can to affect the opposing team, quarterback, and their offense in any way I can, and let the rest play out for itself.
Mark Daniels.
Hey, P, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Mark?
I'm good. You and Zeke, made such a splash with 25 and a half, I think it was, and then you kind of took Rashawn under your wing. So have you officially filed any adoption papers to make him an official Smith brother?
We're working on a name change right now. We got to make sure he's on board to change his name. But, Rashawn's a great player, man. He's a hell of a guy, man. He's a hell of a player, man. He works hard. He's willing to come in and learn each and every day, man. He's always receptive of information, and he's always willing to do whatever it takes to get an edge or get better. So, playing with Rashawn and having him here, and since he was a rookie, man, it's been great, man. You don't always have those young guys that want to come in and willing to learn and always willing to get information, do whatever it takes to make themselves better, also to help the team get better around them.
Can you share any of your new name ideas?
Rashawn Gary Smith, Rashawn Smith Gary. I'm gonna go talk to him later and see, what his take is on it. If he wants to hyphenate it, he wants Smith to come first, then Gary, or he wants to be Gary Smith. We're gonna talk about it later.
Rob Demovsky.
Hey, Preston, how you doing?
How you doing, Rob?
Good. Hey, so you obviously knew Joe Barry. You played for Matt for a couple of years. Why did you think that those two guys together would work?
I think in this coaching business is about relationships, and I think, they probably had a relationship, as far as coaching before, they got together here, and they may have knew each other or knew some mutual people who can vouch for each other to know that it was going to be working. And I know just from that relationship, with Joe and being cool with Matt and having a relationship with Matt since being here, I know he's a player's coach, and, he has guys around here who's a player's coach, and that makes it easier for him to be able to be the head coach of this organization and be able to coach us at an efficient and high level. And I just knew him, wherever it was with him and Joe B, I just knew when he hired Joe B that was going to be a great coach for him, and that was going to be a great coach for this defense and this organization, this team, period. Just based off my relationship with Joe, I knew from watching what type of guy Joe was. And I know he was always a high-energy coach, and he was going to make sure if nobody else had energy in the building, he was going to be the person delivering the most energy in the building. And that's what I love so much about Joe. And I know just having that energy as a coach, the players feed off of it as well.
Ryan, go ahead.
Did it take a little bit of while, even though you played with Joe Barry's system before, to learn the defense? And the reason I'm asking is it just seems like you've kind of put together two different seasons, the first 8 and then the past 7, where you've been on, this wave of sacks that you've been on. Did it take a little while to warm up to the defense, or what? Why do you think that is?
Man, I can't, if I can tell you that I'm going to get this many sacks in the first 8 games, and I'll tell you how many sacks I get in the next 8, we'll both be rich, because I'll be in Vegas betting on me to get them, and you'll be in Vegas believing in me. And everybody on here y'all probably quit y'all jobs and start listening to me a little bit more. But I just know with that, I can't control how the stats come. I just control playing hard, and things just seem to be falling that way. For me to get these sacks in this last half of the season, opposed to earlier in the season.